Thank you for being with us here this afternoon. Firstly, on behalf of the RCMP, I want to express my condolences to the families and friends who have lost a loved one today. As a parent, I simply can't imagine the enormity of your loss. Please know that the RCMP and everyone in Manitoba stands with you. The community of Carman and surrounding areas will also be grieving as they have lost some of their youngest residents in such a tragic way. Before I begin with some of the investigative details that we know so far, I want to warn everyone listening that the information I'll be providing today is very troubling. I will be speaking to 3 separate incidents that we now know are all linked. These incidents happened just a few hours ago, and be assured we have teams of officers working across southern Manitoba to determine what exactly happened and what led to these events. At approximately 7:30 a.m., Carman RCMP responded to what was reported to be a hit and run on Highway 3, approximately 6.5 kilometers south of Carman. When officers arrived, the body of an adult female was located just off the highway in a nearby ditch. She was pronounced deceased at the scene. At 10 a.m., the Headingley RCMP received a call of a vehicle on fire on Highway 248, north of Provincial Highway 424 in the RM Cartier. As officers were going to the scene, a witness was able to pull 3 young children from the burning vehicle. Tragically, all 3 children were declared deceased at the scene. It is at this scene that a 29-year-old male was taken into custody. The investigation continued and led officers to a residence in Carman, where the body of another female was located. This means that the RCMP, Major Crime Services, Forensic Identification Services, Forensic Collision Reconstructionists, and officers from Stonewall, Headingley, and Carman detachments are currently investigating the suspicious deaths of 5 people at 3 different scenes. It is believed that the adult male in custody and all 5 deceased individuals are known to each other. Again, this is a tragic day for so many people who have lost a loved one today, for the community of Carman and for this province. There are many questions which still need to be answered, and you can be assured our officers are working and gathering information so we can speak to them. Thank you. Merci d'être ici avec nous cet après-midi. Tout d'abord, au nom de la GRC, je tiens à exprimer mes condoléances aux familles et aux amis qui ont perdu un être cher aujourd'hui. En tant que parent, je ne peux tout simplement pas imaginer l'énormité de votre perte. Sachez que la GRC et tous les habitants du Manitoba sont à vos côtés. La communauté de Carman et des environs sera également en deuil, car elle a perdu certains des plus jeunes résidents d'une manière tragique. Avant d'aborder les détails de l'enquête, je tiens à avertir tous ceux qui nous écoutent, les informations que je vais fournir aujourd'hui sont très troublantes. Je parlerai de 3 incidents distincts dont nous savons maintenant qu'ils sont tous liés. Ces incidents se sont produits il y a seulement quelques heures et soyez assurés que des équipes d'officiers travaillent dans tout le sud du Manitoba pour déterminer exactement ce qui s'est passé et ce qui a conduit à ces événements. À environ 7h30 ce matin, la GRC de Carman s'est rendue sur les lieux d'un délit de fuite sur l'autoroute 3, à environ 6,5 km au sud de Carman. À leur arrivée, les policiers ont trouvé le corps d'une femme adulte dans un fossé à proximité de l'autoroute. Son décès a été constaté sur place. À 10h, le détachement de Headingley de la GRC a reçu un appel concernant un véhicule en feu sur la route 248 au nord de la route provinciale 424 dans la municipalité de Cartier. Alors que les policiers se rendaient sur le lieu, un témoin a pu sortir 3 jeunes enfants du véhicule en flammes. Tragiquement, les 3 enfants sont déclarés décédés sur place. C'est sur cette scène qu'un homme de 29 ans a été placé en garde à vue. L'enquête s'est poursuivie et a conduit les enquêteurs à une résidence à Carman, où le corps d'une autre femme a été retrouvé. Cela signifie que le service des crimes majeurs, le service de l'identité judiciaire, l'unité spécialiste de la reconstruction des collisions et les policiers des détachements de Stonewall, Headingley et Carmen de la GRC en enquête actuellement sur 5 morts suspects survenus sur 3 différentes scènes. Encore une fois, c'est un jour tragique pour tant de personnes qui ont perdu un être cher aujourd'hui, pour la communauté de Carmen et pour cette province. De nombreuses questions restent à réponse et soyez assurés que nos enquêteurs travaillent et recueillent des informations au même où je peux vous parler demain. Je vous remercie de votre attention. Take any questions? Comme je dis, c'est même pas 12 heures qu'on fait ce travail, mais comme ils se connaissent tous, on sait ça déjà, ça fait que c'est relié. Mais je peux pas en dire plus que ça. On n'est pas prêt à dire ça, mais ils se connaissaient. Okay. I cannot at this time. There are three children that were in the vehicle. The other and an adult female and another female in the residence. Like I said, we're not even 12 hours into this, and there's a lot of scenes and a lot of pieces to put together. I don't have any information on that at this time yet.
Are we getting a name for the 29-year-old?
No. The details is that there was a witness there that pulled these 3 children out of the burning vehicle, and it's at that scene where the 29-year-old male was arrested.
So was he driving?
I don't have that information yet.
Can you elaborate on the relationship between the accused and the deceased?
I'm unable to elaborate on it yet. We're still learning and putting pieces together. Il n'y avait pas de problème avec l'arrestation. They're from the Carmen area, I do believe. I don't have the exact information. I don't know what his address is.
How do we know they're all connected?
As we said, we have information that leads us to believe they knew each other, and that's as far as we can say at this point.
What led you to the residence in Carmen?
The residents in Carmen was investigators. Once they were at the vehicle, they started their investigation, which led them to I don't have the exact details, and I'm not able to speak to that at this point. We have no cause of death yet.
Did she live there?
I do not know that.
The first woman that was found in the ditch, it says 7:30 a.m. you found this, right? So do we know the timeline of when she died or anything?
No, it's important. We received the call at 7:30. So that's the call at 7:30. So we are working backwards to see what kind of timeline, and we don't have that yet. As I said, I know there's not a lot of answers, but we're very early on to this, and we wanted to share what we know at this time.
Have the victims been fully identified? Like, do you guys know their names and who they are and their family relations?
We have some good ideas. I guess the way we're still working on that to confirm it 100%. Excusez, peux-tu répéter? Non, c'était à 7h30, on a eu l'appel pour la première appel, puis les officiers ont été aux scènes, puis ont trouvé la femme. À 10h, Headingley, un détachement différent, a eu un appel au véhicule, puis c'est les officiers de Headingley qui ont retrouvé celui-là. Non, pas encore. No, you're exactly right. It's too early for us to understand that, and we're working. We have teams and teams of investigators who are out there right now working on this and trying to get an understanding of what happened, why it happened, and what the sequence of events were. No, there was no issues during the arrest.
What are you hoping by revealing this information today you're going to get?
There's want to make sure we share with the public what we know, what we can share, and when we know it. There's 3 different scenes. One of the highways was closed, so the public are going to asking questions and they're going to want to know. We want to share that information with the public. We also want to make sure that we advise we do have a person under arrest. We believe it's the only person involved, and there's no threat to the public. Non, il n'y a plus de danger. On est confident que l'homme qu'on a arrêté, c'est le seul suspect.
How long do these people live in the area?
I don't have that information.
Is the highway open?
I'm not sure. I believe it is. I'm not sure.
All 3 spots?
I won't. I can find that out. Non, je ne sais pas. Non, on n'est pas prêt à donner des âges.
How long did
I don't have that info. That's stuff we will be looking at. The investigators are out working on right now.
how long did the 29-year-old stay at the car by the time they were on fire?
I'm not sure of the exact details. All we know now is that while their officers got the call, they were on the way to the scene, and the witness was trying to rescue these kids out of the vehicle. Well, it's a tragic scene. You can understand we haven't released a lot of details, but you can imagine how horrific it was. I imagine they're quite upset. I've not spoken to them, our investigators not, but we've certainly given them the help they need, direct them in the way we can. But it's some horrific information and some 3 very, very bad scenes.
Were you able to put a gender to the witness that was there?
I'm not. No, I'm not aware if they were or not. No, not that I'm aware of.
Is the suspect facing any charges at this point?
Not at this point. There are no charges have been laid yet.
Did the car start on fire due to a crash, or was it set?
That'll be part of what we're trying to uncover in the investigation, so we don't know yet.